meetings, but felt the name was too bland, and we talked about it. What can we put in front to make it better? Well, in the late 80s, Cliff and Tina Miller, along with other farm residents, had a vision of a new rec building. Funding was short, and
basically, the funding was short at that time. I think they drew up plans. They generated about 80% of the money, and unfortunately, they didn't get the last 20%. So they had to give it all back. And that was like 20 years ago. Back in the days when you could have built that building totally for around $120,000. Here we are 20 years later, and you know what the price of everything has generated since then. Fortunately, one of the good things that come out of building Phase 10, and I'm not saying that there is bad things, but one of the good things that came out of that was the fact that we were given, the farm, $340,000, which was a lot of money. But at that time, we also had to, our thoughts were, hey, they're going to need a swimming pool up in that particular area. So our original plan was, well, the majority of that money will go towards the swimming pool. Well, as it turned out, that was in the heyday of those houses selling up there, and the builders had pretty good money. So they come to us one day and said, hey, how about we partner up and we'll each pay a third. So that meant that we didn't have to spend all of our $340. To believe this moment that Tina Miller is not sitting right over there, because that was kind of her spot. She lived right across the street. You always saw her going back and forth across the street. Tina Miller, up until the organized recreation committee that we currently have, she was the recreation committee. I mean, we were proud of the fact that we called her the energy bunny. And she truly was. And so we just felt that it was very fitting to expand on the name, the mill. And how we came across with the idea of the mill was it's on Mill Pond Street over there. The next street over is Wynn Mill, so the mill kind of fit. But what do you think about Miller's Mill at the farm? We kind of thought that over and thought that that would be a very fitting tribute, not only to Tina but to Cliff also. And the dedication will be to all of the volunteers. I mean, they were just two of many, but you know, in light of what has just happened and it's all kind of raw on us right now, we just felt that, man, we got to do something. And if this is just a little bit that we can show our appreciation for all the work that they both put in, and especially Tina and the energy bunnies. I think it's most attributing that we do this, and I truly, if any of you, unless any of you have an objection, I would like to make a motion that we name the new recreation building Miller's Mill at the farm.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sounds like a plan.
For 8 months. But Tina was nonstop, Energizer Bunny, like John said.
Oh, yeah.
Every night she would, or every country line dance night would be Tuesday, Thursday. I would be here, the only guy, and all these girls. I don't care. Hey? But guess what? We had fun at the karaoke. We had fun at the chili cook-off. Tina at karaoke got up and she was doing pretty good. She kind of stumbled. She stumbled, and she says, I said, Tina, you're bleeding on your arm, so we made sure she was fine. I said, are you coming back? She said, no, I have a hot date tonight. I don't know what that was. But that was Tina's personality.
She did good haircuts too.
That's right. She cut a lot of people's hair here. Of course, she teased me when I was over there to get my hair cut. She goes, I can't charge you the full price. It only takes me a minute. And the other thing, when we played cards, she'd make something special.
Yeah.
Well, we called her the Energizer Bunny too.
Oh yeah.
All her life.
She truly will be missed.
One of them.